Before we jump in, I want to ask you to do something simple. If you listen to the Daily Champ and it resonates with you, please subscribe on YouTube. I'll ask again at the end, but everything in between is what I really want you to hear. This episode comes straight from the heart of why I started this show. This is my last episode of the year, and it feels really significant because not because it's December, but because we are standing at the edge of 2026. And whether you believe in New Year energy or not, there's something about this moment that creates momentum. So let's talk about how we're going to step into it. But first, starting with a question. Where in your life do you need more discipline and less pressure right now? "2026 is going to start like a top athlete, okay? And what I mean by that is top athletes don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. They don't quit when there's a slump. They don't disappear in March, right? Like we're all going to be so excited January, February, and then March hits. And guess what? The excitement wears off. But for top athletes, they stay at the top by strengthening their mind first. Because here's the truth. Life is going to throw things at us like stress, loss, disappointment, financial pressure, relationship stuff, health stuff, business stuff, all of it. And instead of letting it knock us down, we're going to throw it right back. Not with anger, but with strength. And strength, bottom line, starts in the mind. That's who this show is for. It's for the entrepreneurs, the creatives, the leaders, the people who are building something with integrity, who need strong minds to match the work they're doing. Let's talk about why mindset matters more than ever. Let's be honest, I think we're all tired, and not just physically. We're emotionally tired. We're spiritually tired, mentally tired. Our news feeds are heavy. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I feel like I cry every day because of the tragic stories and the heartbreaking headlines. I feel fear every day because of the crime that we're reading about. I think about all the sweet little animals that are in the shelters, or the dogs that run away and then don't get fed. I'm an animal lover. And so when I see the animal stories, like I'll be sitting there laughing at one video and then literally crying the next one. So we all have our spots with that. So, but if you're like me and you're an empath, okay, hello empaths, I will always love to talk with you because I feel like we get each other. And what that means is you just feel things really deeply, whether it's a story about a person, like I said, an animal, or something that just hits close to home. And on top of that, you might be carrying your own pain. So now we're all online reading about everyone else's pain, but we're actually carrying our own pain. And let's just be sure we're not using scrolling to distract us from carrying our own pain. Because guys, remember, we have the champion mindset. We're going to face head on whatever is going on in our life. And what could that be? Like relationship stress, financial pressure, health concerns, business anxiety. You're trying to do good work. You're trying to grow. You're trying to increase numbers, build momentum. If you're in marketing, you're trying to get that viral video. And speaking on that note right there, everyone, I understand the benefits of a viral video, but like there's more benefit in really building that loyal audience that trusts you. And then you look around and see things that don't align with your values getting rewarded, right? You're doing all the things, you're doing all the good things, and it's just not getting rewarded. Don't get down, okay? Do not get down. Because while you might be saying, I just don't want to take that approach, you really mean that. You don't want to take that approach. Because guess what? You want integrity. You want honesty. You want to build something real. I'll just kind of throw in a word that might connect with those that are trying to lose weight. Ozempic, right? You're deciding you don't want to take Ozempic. You've done the research. It's not working for you. but you're not getting the results fast enough like someone who's on Ozempic. And that can be frustrating. But don't worry, right? Champion mindset. It's about integrity. And that's why mindset isn't optional anymore. It is survival. So I read a comment the other day. And first of all, I love comments because engagement is everything to me. I love intimate conversations. I love depth of the heart, really talking about the things that matter. But I did read this comment and it crushed me because this is what the person said. I'm exhausted because nothing I do matters and it ultimately ends in failure anyway. Well, I am so sorry you feel that way, but I am so glad you wrote that down. And here's a little bit of what I replied. I said, we are going to express these real feelings. We are going to sit with them and we are going to conquer them. Right? That's what this whole channel is about. So there is another thing that I also said. Trying and failing is always a data point. And I think I talked about that in one of our previous episodes. Because we don't always get it right, and that's okay. It's not failure, it's movement. And sometimes all it's saying is redirect. That's how I look in life. When one thing crashes after another and kind of brings me down, brings my energy down, I kind of look at it and say, I guess that's part of the story. It's not always easy to get to that, but I feel like over the years, training your mindset to look at everything as a redirection, an opportunity, a learning moment, it's okay. But also to sit with your feelings and really reflect on what you're going through because you can't run away from that. I also said to this person, I get the exhaustion too. I have it as well, but you matter and whatever you're trying to build matters. So I know there are brilliant people watching here, so please add more to the comments. Here's a bit of a personal story of walking the talk, right? Because 2026, we're going to have this champion mindset, but yeah, I'm the one speaking on it, but am I walking the talk? And I was really thinking about this a lot the other day, because I'll be honest, I went back to CrossFit. I used to go to CrossFit all the time. It's super challenging. It's such a great workout. It feels like it's really scary too. But I recommend it if you are looking to just get in incredible shape and have a great community. But I got back into it. And that's because I could not get myself in a great rhythm for getting back in the gym. I said enough is enough. I tried working out on my own, but I really need the structure. I need the discipline and I need the push. So right before Christmas, I went 3 days in a row. By the third day, I could barely walk up the stairs. Oof, I knew I kind of pushed it, but I knew I had to. And just a funny note, my boyfriend's like, are you wobbling? Because I was. Lifting my arms hurt, standing hurt, everything hurt. But I knew something else too. It was working. And I had this moment where I thought, you don't get to talk about discipline if you're not practicing it. So the way I show up in my life has to match the way that I show up here, right? Because aren't we just tired of all the fakeness on social media? So I don't want to be that way. Let's talk about boundaries and inner work and being real. You know, we are in a culture right now that talks a lot about cutting people off. I think maybe you've seen it. Oprah did this whole segment with people in rows of seats talking about how they're cutting their family members off. No contact, burn it all down, just forget about it. And listen, I understand boundaries. I understand some of that too. You know, some people genuinely drain your energy, and if there's a pattern, boundaries are necessary. I kind of want to speak on this because we also have to be careful of the cutting off culture because there may be things that we're doing that someone else needs a boundary from us. That's where inner work comes in. Inner work leads to peace, and peace leads to strength. And strength is required because society is just not gentle right now. Relationships are hard. Finances are hard. Business is hard. Health is hard. Mindset is hard. That's why we're not skipping the work in 2026. No, 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 no. We are not. Because we're not just going to survive. We're going to thrive. And when we get that creepy little slumpy feeling come up, which probably comes around March, right? We got to get back to that champion discipline. So here's what I know. We're going to start 2026 strong. And the March will come. Motivation will dip. The novelty will fade. And that's where champions are made. We're not quitting. We're not defaulting back to what's familiar just because it's comfortable. Comfort is boring. Familiar isn't our best. Daily discipline is how we become who we're meant to be. So in closing, I just want to let you know I'm new in the host seat. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm completely open. So if there's something you think I should talk about or someone I should even interview in the new year, please direct message me. This show is for everyday champions. So if this episode resonated with you, please subscribe to the Daily Champ on YouTube. I'm building something real here. I'm doing it with intention and honesty, and I'm here for you. So let's train our minds and step into 2026 strong together. If you want to keep growing together, join us inside Club Champ. It's my private Facebook group where we talk through the tough stuff and champion each other forward. Thanks for watching the Daily Champ. See you next week.